and we're solving an SAT Heart of Algebra problem. This problem asks you to understand the concept of absolute value, inequalities. I'm underlining the symbols that represent each of these. And it follows the format of a question asking you to solve for a possible value. So what that means is where it says if the absolute value of 6 minus 5y is greater than 20, so you're being given some conditions, which of the following is a possible value of y, means you only need to find one of these answer choices that works. As soon as you've found one that works, you are done with the question. There's going to be one and only one value that works. What I mean by works is there's going to be only one of these values that you can substitute in or plug in for the variable y to make this inequality true, to make what's on the left side greater than what is on the right side. So if you want the full explanation of how to solve for an absolute value inequality, you should read the written explanation on this question. However, if you simply want to understand the most efficient way to solve a problem like this, you need to think about the conditions of the problem. What you're being asked to do here is find one possible value. So you can actually, if you want to solve for an absolute value inequality, you need to solve it more than once, because absolute value, remember, means the distance from 0 on the number line. So for example, the absolute value of -2 and 2 are both equal to 2 because they're both 2 away from 0 on the number line. It's about the distance. So an absolute value is always going to be positive, no matter what's inside of it. Or if a negative number is inside of it, it will end up positive. If a positive number is inside it, it will end up positive. So what you can do here is just start plugging values in. So let's just take a random value. Let's plug 1 in for y. So that would look like this. 6 minus 5 times 1. And we want to see if it's greater than 20. So we're just going to solve for this. 6 minus 5 is 1. The absolute value of 1 is equal to 1, which is not greater than 20. So that's not our right answer. Now I'm going to jump ahead to the correct answer here. So you would do that for each one, and it's going to be quicker than solving for it all the way through. So what you can do is let's plug in -3. Absolute value 6 minus 5 times -3 greater than 20. Let's find out. So that would give us 6 minus -15 greater than 20. So that would actually be 6. 2 negatives make a positive. So that would actually be 6 plus 15, absolute value of 6 plus 15, which would be 20, absolute value of 21. And 21 is greater than 20. So because this is true, that means you don't have to keep plugging things in. So if you started on the first one here, you'd actually end up with your correct answer right away. Because as soon as you found one possible value, you're done.